So, Katie, you're saying you got a new sign up?
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
Congrats on getting a new sign up.
Thank you.
Definitely. All right. So, welcome everybody to another session of Kingdom of Blingdom Leadership Lounge. We have a lot going on right now. I'm trying to get some people into the little meeting here, and we've sending out invites and so forth. If you guys of our conferences and you are missing out, you'll need to. Can you guys do me a favor and mute your phones for a moment? If you haven't come in and joined one of our Zoom conferences, then you are missing out. We are definitely available to you 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Here, let me see if I can help you. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Sin. So we are here 6 days a week, Monday through Sunday, or Saturday. I mean, we have a schedule set up, and we would love to have you come in. We record the first hour of our Zoom conference and put this onto YouTube so for the replay, so that you can at least get a little bit of nuggets of every day in case you happen to miss one or that schedule doesn't work for you. However, we often spend anywhere from 2 to 3 to sometimes 4 hours in these Zoom conferences because they're just so full of information, and everybody's just thriving off of how well they get to have that one-on-one learning kind of conference there, right? This kind of classroom session works really good for new consultants as well as old. So I definitely encourage you to come in and check it out and give it a try, give it a whirl, and get the whole effect of it, though, by coming in and hanging out with us for the Zoom conference rather than just coming in for the replay on the YouTube. So there, with that, we're going to get started. We have Faith and Helen, Dee, Crystal, Sin, Michelle, and Katie here with us currently right now. So I want to welcome everybody and thank you guys for coming in. How's everybody this morning?
Hello, doing okay. How about you guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Super happy and excited.
Why?
Because we're going to Vegas.
We're going to
baby.
Vegas. We're going to
We're
Vegas.
going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas.
Whoop, there it is.
I forgot that I was sleeping in the back, so I was like, oh, it was a little too loud there for a second.
Are you going, Crystal?
I am, and it was an emotional day, and I'm an emotional person, but I wasn't banking on going. I was not in line. I was not even on my phone when they went on sale. And then somebody sent me the fully booked thing because it was glitching. There was a big glitch. And I texted my husband and I was like, well, sucks to suck or whatever. And then I messaged him again. I was like, oh, it's a glitch apparently. Like, there's still tickets. So he sent me the money and it was like, you need to be there. And he's like, you need to buy your ticket. So guys, like, complete honesty and transparency, like, that was my car note. Like, I don't know. So
you know what, though? I'm proud of you, Crystal, for taking the leap of faith in it. And and luckily you sell $5 jewelry that
right.
You can make that car note back.
Right. And that's what I told him. He was like, we're gonna figure it out because we're also going out of town this weekend because my cousin is on hospice and cancer sucks, and we're gonna say our goodbyes and everything. So that's we're splitting an Airbnb with my parents, but that's another like $250.
You know what, though? Could you have done it this year? Could you have done this last year if you had to?
No, there's no way.
So thank God that paparazzi's giving you that way.
Yeah.
Even though you know, it's because of paparazzi that that you're having to do some of these things. It's also because of paparazzi that you're able to. So, you know, that alone is a testament in itself of what this business is doing for you personally. It's already causing your growth, you know, as a person and as a business owner as well, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
And this
I'm
can,
so excited. I can't wait. And then one of my teammates, you know, my one of my personal sponsors, she's going, and it was kind of like a domino effect because she, you know, in her head, she's like, I don't want to go by myself and everything. So I called her and I was like, look, there's still tickets. I just got mine. You need to come with me. And she jumped on it. Like there was no reason for her to not go other than the fact that she was going alone. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited that she's going to come with me. I think this is going to really help her too and her business and get her motivated because we've lost that oomph on our team. And I think that this is really going to help her especially. And I'm hoping paparazzi does like maybe an extra, like, I don't know, like what they did with Empower Me Peak, you know, how they did like a different ticket and
right.
maybe that can encourage the rest of the girls if they do it. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to Vegas, baby. That's a good day.
Yeah. You know, and the good thing about this too, for all of you guys is, you know, probably the majority of everybody in here has never been to convention, you know. I haven't, but I've been to convention through Sarah. And so with that being said, you know, there's so much that convention has to offer to you that this is going to be a game changer. This literally is going to like take notes of where you are currently, like right now in your business, in your even in your goal plan and everything, right? Like take a minute and write a couple pages in your notebook today about where you are in your business and what your goals are and what you want things to be. And then after you go to convention and you come back, flip a couple pages and write again the same thing. And I bet you in just this little bit of time, your goals are going to completely change because convention is going to open your eyes to roads that you didn't even know were there.
Well, I'm kind of down today because I have been dealing with identity fraud for the past 4 months. I just got a new account and they got into this account as well. And now they have frozen my account. So I can't even receive deposits from selling jewelry from my business. I have to try to figure out a different way. I tried to get a different bank account yesterday and they denied me because of all this identity fraud that's been going on with me. So
Do you have a Square account?
I do, and that's part of what they hacked as well. What's that got to do with? I mean, because Square is linked to Cash App, and these people put money in my account from a different state for unemployment, and then they hacked my phone, of course, and they took the money that was in my account and took it out with using the Cash App. Cash App is the same thing as a Square app. You know, the Square, they're one and the same, I guess. And now I'm being blamed for fraudulent activity and I had nothing to do with it. And I can't even get these people, you know, copy of their IDs or information in order to clear myself of this. And this could turn into something really awful for me right now. And I'm just beside myself trying to figure out what to do. And I'm sad because it might affect me not being able to go to convention. So
I'm so sorry. You know, I hope that it resolves for you. I wish I had some advice for you. You know, the cyber world is definitely it's definitely a scary place, especially when you've been gosh, I guess violated in that way, you know?
very much so. Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm here for you. I'm wishing, you know, that there's something I can do to help you. And, you know, outside of give you words of encouragement or allow you to cry for a moment, that's really all I can do. But I'm more than willing to do that.
thank you. Marissa was saying, just go ahead and sell more jewelry. Well, I guess part of it is about the money because they froze all the money that's in my account right now. And I'll have to raise the money by selling my paparazzi again. So that's possible. I just have to try to figure out how I'm supposed to receive payments from people when they purchase stuff. This is my huge issue right now.
Yeah.
Have you tried PayPal?
What
Yeah,
was
I
that?
was gonna suggest PayPal because I think you can even get like a debit card from PayPal, and that way you can have all of your funds go to PayPal, and then you can get a debit card to be able to pull those funds off of.
Okay, I'll try that. Thank you so much for that advice. I don't normally use PayPal because I've heard about all the nightmares with them, and I've had my fair share of nightmares. But
Yes, PayPal has their own business side to it. So you can invoice and ship all through PayPal. I don't know how their rates vary compared to pirate ship, but I do know you can do it all through PayPal Business, and it's a business account. And I don't know how their fees compare to Square or anything like that, but I do know it is an option, and they do send you a debit card and a free card reader and stuff like that as well. So
I'll have to look into that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your guys' help.
For sure. I just wish you can find out what the underlying issue is and how to boot that out of your life.
Yeah, and I'm
Well-
so sorry you're going through all of that. Another thing to think about too is if you haven't already, contact the credit bureau since you have that identity theft, and make sure your credit reports are frozen. So that way nobody can pull your credit and nobody can apply for credit using
Okay.
your social security number. So
Okay.
definitely contact the credit bureaus and freeze your credit reports or freeze your
Okay,
credit.
I'm gonna do that because I have my credit score is 790 right now, and I don't know if that was part of the reason why this all happened or what, but they hacked my phone and got into all my bank apps.
Yeah, so I
don't
would
know about all that,
definitely
but since you have a
contact the credit
790, I'm looking for an investor.
right?
What's a 790?
Right. I don't know. Mine's not that high. I know that for sure.
I was so excited. I got mine up into the 640s this recently.
Oh, 790 credit score. I get you. Duh. Yeah. Yeah, I have good credit. It's up until all this stuff started happening. So I don't know. I've got to try to figure it out somehow. They want me to
Yeah,
try
so
to proof from these
yes,
people. And I don't know how that's possible when they are scammers. I don't know.
yeah,
who they
and
are.
I would also contact the police and let them know what's going on, just so that way there is a police report showing that you are a victim of identity theft, and that will help you out with any fraudulent charges as well that,
Yeah, I did
so
do
I would
that.
definitely do a police report and then contact the credit bureaus.
Well, I did do the police report, and the police didn't want to take a report. All they wanted to do was give me a little number saying that they talked to me. They wouldn't even take a report. So now I have to, sorry guys. Now I have to, try again to get them to do a police report and take me more seriously this time.
Even if they just give you a number, like a case number or something showing that you talked to them and that you are experiencing this, that will help go further for, if they do find out who committed the identity theft, it'll go towards helping prosecute them because you contacted the police right away.
Okay.
So I would definitely get, if they won't do a police report, get any information that you can from them to prove that you contacted them on this day.
Okay. Thank you. I will do that.
I worked for a credit card company, so I kind of have a little bit of insider knowledge. So
Thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough.
Well, I just hope you get it resolved and you can get back into your groove of things.
Yeah, me too, because I don't want this to affect my business. My business is going really well right now. And if I can't receive money from people when I try to sell jewelry, what's the point?
Yeah, for sure. Hello,
yeah,
Cindy.
so I
How
would
are you
definitely
today?
try PayPal.
this?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm
I'm
having
doing
a
great.
crisis, guys.
Is this your first Zoom conference with us?
Yes, I'm usually working or something when there's one going.
Okay. Have you been able to watch one of the YouTube replays or anything?
No, I have not.
Okay, great. Well, we'd like
I have
to
a-
first welcome you. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like how long you've been with paparazzi, if you have a team, where you're at in this business.
March, I celebrated 1 year. I was doing pretty good, and then I ran into a medical issue where I had no voice. I just had no voice at all. And so I kind of took a back burner, but I kept ordering and trying to go live and do it just in case. But I ended up having to have surgery on my vocal cords because I had a nodule. And I still have issues with it, but it's getting better. But then there's times that it's not better. So it's still a work in progress. So I am trying to build back up. And that's where I'm at.
Well, that's good. That's good. And so you don't have a team right now?
I have one person. She, I think, is just doing personal.
Okay. So you don't think that she's in it for the business? She's more into it for a hobby? Or to collect?
Yes, at first she was when she first joined, and then I think her 9-to-5 job got a little more stressful, and life. And so, I mean, I know she does get active every month, but I don't know how she's selling. She actually hasn't gotten back to me since I've reached out to her multiple times. So
Yeah, and sometimes that'll happen. So I would just encourage you to, I would give her some breathing room, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I would still keep making sure that I check in with her on occasion as well. Have you tried?
yeah,
So are you just getting non-read?
I don't know if she's reading. I might send her a text message. I've commented on her Facebook things a couple times, and I don't get anything.
About you. Well, that's kind of one of those situations I think we all deal with some of the consultants that we sign up, where they ghost themselves, and I don't know if it's their own personal fears, if they're afraid to do something different, or if they're afraid to push the live button, or if they're just afraid to commit. But I know that I see it quite often. Hopefully we can find some way to circumvent it and at least get that drive back up into their the reason why they joined. They obviously
Yeah,
joined for a reason. Hopefully we can find what that was and refresh their memory.
yeah.
So I ask everybody that comes in here, what do you feel is your biggest struggle right now as a consultant?
My biggest struggle right now would be that I have a couple of things that I am passionate about, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that just signed and didn't read all of the fine print, and had some information given to me that certain things that I'm passionate about, I could not advertise that on my Facebook page if I used it for selling jewelry, paparazzi. So that's my struggle right now, is moving everything over to just my group page, in hopes that I could still do well with my paparazzi business.
Got you. So you work for another company as well?
Well, I am, I own my own business. I tutor, and I was told that I couldn't advertise summer tutoring or anything, and so that's a huge thing. You know, I pay rent to a place in town, and I need to be able to pay that rent, and if I don't have students during the summertime, then I can't pay rent, and then I lose my place. So and I'm not giving up my tutoring. That's something that I've worked hard for. And
Right.
so when I found out that I couldn't advertise anything to that, or, you know, I want to offer book club or art classes to the students, you know, they've had a really rough year in school, that I wasn't able to do that. So my biggest challenge right now is moving everything paparazzi wise over to just my group page, and praying that I still get the following that I was building back up to.
That's great. I'm glad I'm glad that you're giving us all that feedback. And I think that there's so much that you could do with like this business on top of any other business as well. It's just a matter of being able to separate them. You know, sometimes that's difficult for us, but at the same time, it's completely necessary to make sure that we stay compliant, of course. There was something I wanted to say in that, and I totally lost it. Hello, Miss Angie.
Hi.
Hello, Dee. How are you? Is there anything that you guys want to add or can help send out with that?
Oh,
While I'm
it's
trying to
Cindy.
think of
I'm
what it was that
sorry.
I
Am
wanted to say.
I going the right way?
I don't know. I think you're going the right way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my niece. I'm taking her to her friend's house.
How is everyone? Did everybody get a ticket?
Not
I got
everybody at
mine.
once.
I got mine.
Helen and Faith are going.
I'm
Awesome.
going.
Dee, are you going? Perfect. Well, and my wife will be there. I won't be there, but my wife will be there. So you guys will get to meet her if you choose to brush elbows against each other. That's one of the things that you guys can look forward to.
Excited for a convention. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not feeling all that well today. For some reason, I like mid-morning here, I ended up getting like a stuffed up nose and like allergies galore. So my
Yikes.
throat's kind of bothering me as well as my nose. So if anybody wants to kind of take the scene here and talk to each other, and feel free. I'm definitely cool with kind of sitting back on this one.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What's everybody want to chat about today? What are we training on?
I have a story. I don't know what we're training on, but I have a semi-hilarious story.
Let's hear it.
I got all the way I'm on my way to pick up my daughter, my oldest, from school. I literally get to where her school is, like right before I have to turn into the pickup line. And for whatever reason, I just happen to look down and I see that my gas gauge, like my miles, it says 0, like 0 miles until empty. So instant panic. And the closest gas station was like 2 miles away. I ran every stop sign on the way there, but I made it. I'm good. I'm back in line. I got, almost half a tank. We're good. It's fine. But
Thank God. Is gas prices up for you over there?
down here, I think they're cheaper compared to everywhere else. I just got $2.50 a gallon, $2.50.
Yeah, I think when I
Wow,
filled up
that's
last time,
pretty
it was
good.
like $3.50 a gallon here.
Yeah, I live on the
we're at
Texas Gulf Coast,
$4.30.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. I live on the Texas Gulf Coast, so everything like gas prices are generally cheaper here compared to everybody else because we're so close to the oil. Like when I go to the beach, I can see the oil rigs out on the Gulf Coast, like from the beach.
Nice.
So
Well, that's pretty cool.
I didn't realize they were that high everywhere else. $4 and $3.
Yeah, $4. Four
Dang.
440 or 430, 429 regular. Well, I have a teammate that's a little frazzled because she wasn't able to get her ticket, and I had to email corporate office, and I tried to make the email sound as professional as possible, but I mean, obviously I'm feeling her pain. So please say a prayer that Diane Barnes is able to get her ticket, and she actually purchased the largest kit.
Oh wow.
So she should have been able to secure it, but for some reason, the website wasn't letting her purchase her ticket.
I thought if you had the largest kit, like I thought you basically had a ticket.
You still have to go in and claim your ticket. It doesn't give it to you automatically.
Well, and I wanted you to know too that Liz is the same situation. She bought the largest ticket or the largest package and then had to go claim her ticket, but she did in fact get hers claimed. So, oh, apparently she had to buy her ticket and then they're going to reimburse her
Oh God.
because she called in and said her code wasn't working, and that's what they told her to do.
Yeah, see, my girl didn't even get advice to buy the ticket. She couldn't even get
boy.
through. She couldn't even get through to paparazzi. They didn't call her back.
Okay, Helen. So Sin, when we were just talking just now, though, I had asked what your biggest struggle was, but I'm not sure really where your struggle was with that. Can you kind of help us out with that?
Just being able to make sure that I can still build my business just off of a group page.
Okay,
'Cause
and so
when you go live in just that group, usually just the people in that group see it, even though it's public, correct?
right,
Yeah, so if I'm not on my personal page where anybody and everybody can see it, there's a song. Then I'm kind of limited. That's where my struggle is.
so can you flip it to where whatever you're doing on the side there, that you have that done in a group page or in a business page, but it will allow you to not do it on your public wall?
No, because I mean, honestly, my tutoring is going to pay for my room, and if I do
Right.
that in a public page, that's not going to pay my tutoring.
Right.
So
So
one
I
thing
mean,
you can do, one suggestion I have for you to be able to like grow your group page is maybe do giveaways for every like 25 to 50 people. You could do like, you know, giving away a $5 Starbucks gift card or something when you reach 25 people in your group page, or 50 people or 75. You just draw one of the new members out and that person wins that gift card. But that way people are encouraged to invite their friends to join your group. That's how we grew our group page. We just started it like a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, and we've grown it to almost 100 people already.
well, I have almost 300 people in there, but I know they all don't go on to see when you're live. So that's on an average, I get between, and it's not very much. Before I ran into my voice issue, I had 10 to 20 people on my lives. Now I'm back down to on an average of 5. I've gotten close to 10. So I'm kind of back at the beginning of building and just going into a group. Even though I'm 4 away from 300, is still not going to reach out to those who are just skimming through Facebook.
Right.
Okay, here's
Right.
another idea. Can you like maybe set up like, you know, when you go to share your lives, you can share it to like you can share it to people in Messenger. Can you set up like a Messenger chat with everybody that's in your group, and that way everybody just gets the notification when you go live? You just invite them through Messenger.
I didn't know you could do that. I am working on doing the text alert. I didn't know you can go through and do that in Messenger. Thanks.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you don't messenger it to paparazzi consultants, but any of your customers that are in there, you can messenger. I would just get their permission to put them in the group chat before you do.
Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you.
And you're talking about using the messenger as kind of like a text alert, right?
No,
Yeah, kind of.
I'm out. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's kind of
because
the same way. They just get the messenger notification and it has the link to the live in
yeah.
that
Yeah, see, when
messenger.
me and
So
Sarah first started our business, what we did is we set up kind of like the Zoom that you're in right, that many of you guys are in right now. I have a Zoom messenger that basically you do not reply, you don't comment, you don't notify, you don't do anything at all except for get the link to join the Zoom conferences. What that does is if you have a messenger group and you invite a bunch of your viewers into it and they get into this messenger group, then you don't want those people talking or chatting or notifying each other. Like, you don't want those notifications going off at all hours of the day and at night, because then you're going to get people that'll mute them or that will leave, and then it serves no purpose. So what you do is you basically tell them you don't reply, you don't comment, you don't do anything, and this is just here for when I go live. I'm going to put the link in here, and this is where you're going to get it. This is where you're going to see that I go live. And so basically, you just add those people into a messenger group, get all of your viewers in there, and then every time you go live, you share it to that messenger group. And what's even great is that if you have a couple people that are viewing your lives on a regular basis, and maybe they're a good friend or something of that nature, you could always like make them an admin of your group and let them do a lot of the sharing. Let them every once in a while put a line in there saying, hey guys, don't forget you could sell this jewelry too, or hey, wouldn't you like to buy this jewelry for $2.75 instead of $5? Ask her how. Things like that, and the admin can help you, kind of just basically aid you in running the business as well. I think that doing your business through a group page definitely has its drawbacks as far as being able to get those viewer counts out there. So the more often that you could go live on your page, the better. But and I don't believe there's any rule. Since you're going live on your group page, you could still share that live. You could still share that live on your wall. So that way your wall's still being seen, and hopefully you can get some of those people that may be attracted to it to join into the group page so that they can be a part of it. Hopefully that might give you a little bit of extra help to be able to keep those viewers consistently running with it. Oh, Sin, I'm sorry, I didn't notice that you got bumped out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry.
Where did you leave off?
I got doing the messenger, sending a thing, but don't have your consultants do there. And then about a Zoom, doing like your Zoom.
Yeah, so basically if you put them into the messenger group, I was saying don't have them comment or reply or leave emojis or anything like that. You want them to just be in there as observers for you to post your going live link. So every time you go live in your group, you would take the link and you would post it into that messenger group to let all of those people know that, hey, I'm going live. And then I was suggesting that you could also get like somebody that supports you and is there on a regular basis. So Susie comes in every single time that you're live and she's real helpful. So maybe you can offer her a couple pieces of jewelry every month if she could help you. Maybe you could give her a list of people to tag for you. And she can make your like a little comment that you could pin. She can share it out. She can suggest to people once in a while to make sure that they ask how they can buy the jewelry for $2.75 instead of $5, or reminding people that they could join your team or that they can host a party. Having that person as an aide that can kind of like stir up your crowd and keep your group entertained is another good way to promote your business while you're subject to only being able to use that direct route.
Okay, so someone else can post on their.
Right, and you should be able to, like, if you go live in your group, you could still share that to your personal wall.
Oh, I thought I was told, and I think the way that I understand the email from compliance, because I did email them to get a better understanding, that if anything paparazzi is on your personal page, then you can't share anything else. So I don't know.
Yeah, well then definitely follow whatever compliance.
And share that there, because then, yeah, as they said, if your page sells page for paparazzi, then you cannot advertise anything else.
Okay, then definitely don't break the compliance rules, but that might help you out by being able to use a messenger group and notify all of your viewers that you are going live. Another thing that we talk about too is being in some of those common interest groups. If you say you're in a group about weight loss, or you're in a group about parenting, if, like, for instance, let's say you're in a group for weight loss and you decide that you're going to go live in the weight loss group talking about your weight loss challenge itself. I really desperately want to lose 2 pounds before summer so that I can look great in my bikini, right?
Yeah,
and so you go live on that group talking about your bikini and wanting to lose weight, but you do it in front of your jewelry, so that way while you're talking about that stuff, you're going to get a few people that are going to be like, "What's that behind you? Is that necklace for sale, or do you sell that jewelry?" They're going to ask questions. Don't answer every single question, because we don't want to turn that into a focal point of the jewelry, right?
right.
But talk about your weight loss for a moment, and then say, I keep seeing a lot of people that are asking about the jewelry. I just want to let you know, yeah, I do sell jewelry. It's $5 jewelry. And you're more than welcome to, follow me or add me. And I will, gladly, if you want more information, put more info in the comments, and I'll come back and I'll make sure that I give you some more information on how to find that portion of what I do. But right now, seriously, guys, like, what do you do about this, or what do you do about that, or like, how do you get your biscuits to get so fluffy? Like, whatever the case, whatever you're talking about, get back to that topic so that any admins or whatever don't say, "Oh, hey, you're not supposed to go live in here selling jewelry." Well, I'm not. I'm in here, sharing my recipe ideas or whatever, and I'm just answering their questions. Makes it a little bit easier for you to do that and still be able to advertise your business, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does. Thank you.
But that's another way to get your name out there. And then also use those storyboards, your stories. Go up into your stories and tell them, hey, have you joined my group page yet? If you didn't, you don't know what you're missing out. Join, Cindy's fabulous $5 bling or whatever your group page is. But use those in your stories too, because it's another outlet. People are going to see what you're doing in your business. And I'm almost like I want to say that I'm pretty positive here that you could still post on your public wall asking people to go join your VIP group. But again, if you read that to be different, then go with your heart.
Okay. I think it's just, if the way that I understand it is, if you're using your page, your public, as a revenue of income or you're using it as your sales page. So if I go on and I put the pieces in my group page and then I share it to my public page, now my public page is a paparazzi sales site. So
Gotcha.
nothing else can be sold or mentioned. No other revenue of income, so to say, can be on that page. So
Gotcha.
it all has to be completely, I mean, not all of it has to be completely separate, but paparazzi has to be completely separate from any other kind of revenue. So that's just where I've found myself with a struggle over the last couple of weeks of whether I was going to continue or if I was going to put my heart where my passion, my biggest passion is. I went to school, I've spent $50,000. My passion is my kids that I work with on a one-on-one or a two-on-one, and that's where my heart has been forever and a day. And this is started out as just an evening hobby, so to say, but it's gotten way bigger than that. So that's been my
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, so that's just been my real big struggle. But I do appreciate all the information, and I will definitely look into it and see how I can incorporate that and build from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the opportunities there. Why not take upon it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm going for gold before seminar, so we'll see.
Yay.
Thanks.
So, does anybody have anything in particular? I know we've got about another 15 minutes to at least wrap up the hour that we're videoing, recording this for the YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on too much longer after that, just because of how I'm feeling right now. But if anybody's got anything that they have been struggling about, or if you've come up with a solution to a problem that we've talked about, I'd love to hear it. Anybody?
I do have a question. As far as convention goes, I know certain LOP levels walk the stage. What level does that start at, and what level do you get invited to that luncheon or whatever they have?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not exactly sure anymore, because when the last information that we had for a convention that was live and people were there was 2 years ago, and there was 250,000 consultants. Now there's almost 500,000 consultants, double the amount. And when Sarah had went that year, she was being able to walk the stage because of her ranks and achievements. But even at that lower level that we both were at the time, it was really, really close to them just saying that we're gonna, gosh, it was just really, really difficult to get everybody on stage and walk that stage. It took forever to get all of the people that got LOP Gold to get through the stage. So I imagine that they're probably going to be increasing it, and instead of the people that are LOP gold, they may, up it to platinum or diamond or something of that nature, just to be able to expedite it and make sure that there's not like 500 people walking the stage.
Right, that makes sense. I was just curious.
Yeah, so at this point they haven't really like released their plan or agenda of who they're going to have walk in where. But I mean, it's still a lot of these prizes and achievements that we get are still contingent on the fact of us going to convention to be able to claim our convention pieces and our convention exclusives and things like that. So those things will still be, I'm sure, given to you or shipped to you because of the fact that you went to convention, and if you don't, you're going to miss out.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that I had read too, that if you don't show up, you don't get your perks, which was kind of disheartening. I mean, COVID or no COVID, that's kind of disheartening because you work so hard for these ranks, and if something happens, God forbid, and you can't be at convention for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I totally understand how you feel about that because I feel the same way. But at the same time too, like, we're not the ones running a team of 500,000.
Right, of course.
So it makes it a little difficult, to try to speculate what they're going to do and what they don't do. And I think that's why they totally grabbed that statement, expect the unexpected. So they always have a way to say, well, we kind of warned you, expect the unexpected. We didn't make any promises.
Yeah, I was just curious because there's a group that I somehow became a part of, and I really don't know how, but it's like a convention 2021 group, and there's just all kinds of information from the left and the right, and it's just like, well, what's the bottom line? You know what I mean? Like, what? But I guess time will tell too. When they start releasing, like, the official agenda and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you, all their call centers and stuff that are taking any of the calls from us, that we're asking them all these questions that they just don't have answers for yet.
Right. Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
For sure. Anybody got anything else?
I've secured the package. Look, Riley.
Oh.
Always good to secure the package.
Always secure the package. Look, she waved at you. There you go. She sees Miss D. She knows Miss D, y'all. She's known Miss D longer than I've been a part of paparazzi. She blew you kisses.
What a cutie pie.
Thanks. I'm 2 for 2 on cute kids. Yes.
I chose to do one and done because there's no guarantee the second one's going to be as cuter and as well behaved. So
Definitely
with no
not
guarantees, nope.
There's a reason my son was the second one, because if he were the first one, I would nope.
Yeah, and then Faith just reminded me, well behaved. I go, okay, used to be well behaved.
So I don't have too much else really today. Like I said, I'm not feeling all the greatest. So unless anybody has a struggle or they have a question or they have a concern or something that they want to talk about, I'm really okay with making this a shorter event today.
I'm good, Chris. I got a dentist appointment that I'm gonna get to right now.
Oh, good luck.
Not looking forward to it.
I would hope not. I mean, if you were looking forward to it, it makes me kind of wonder what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to have some serious dental work done. No bueno.
Well, right. So Cindy, I am glad that you came in here today. Hopefully we'll get you to come in hang out with us a little bit more often. Like I said, these are 6 days a week. Are you part of the Zoom Messenger group that I have going?
I'm on, I'm under, I got it from, yeah, I'm in a messenger group with Marissa.
Okay, let me
The
just check.
directors are
Oh, okay, that's where you got it. So I
road,
can put you
yeah, road to
into,
director.
right, if you'd like to, I can put you into my my Zoom only chat, and that's where I will send the link to the Zoom at every day if that's something that you want to be entered into.
Yes, please.
Okay, and so it's Cindy Smith, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm adding you right now. So you'll just want to make sure that you don't text or comment or reply or anything like that. No thumbs up. Just whenever I go live, I'll post the link in there and you just jump on and all's good.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for today. Make it a little bit shorter. I'm going to take some allergy medication and probably get knocked out for a couple hours. I'm hoping that when I wake up, I can breathe.
Good luck with that.
Chris. I hope you feel better.
Definitely.
Feel better,
You guys want to
Chris?
do a prayer
Yes,
before
feel
we
better.
go?
Let's power it up.
All right, so let's get
Feel
this
better.
prayer. Dear Lord, I just want to come to you with all my family and friends here in this paparazzi business, Lord, and I ask you to strengthen us and guide us and make sure that we receive those favors that you put in here within our reach, Lord. We know that you have put these thoughts in our heads of the things that we want to become, Lord, and we're in that season that we want to make it happen. So Lord, just continue to give us these blessings, continue to show us these ways to make it happen, and make our life here on earth as happy as we could possibly have them until we get to come see you in the kingdom. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have
Hi,
a good
everybody.
day.
Bye.
Hey.